Of the Egyptian parliamentary elections for 2015. We are joined by Nile International's correspondent Basma Taha, who is currently at the Interior Ministry and has an interview for Nile International exclusively. Good afternoon, Basma.
Good afternoon, Yasmin. As we all know, today is the first day of the runoff round of the 2015 parliamentary elections, second phase, now at the Ministry of Interior. And as we all know, heavy security measures are taken by the Ministry of Interior in order to secure the voters, voting stations, as well as the surrounding areas. I am honored to have here Major Ahmad Haidar. He's going to tell us more about the security measures taken by the Ministry of Interior in order to secure the voting stations. Major Ahmed, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on Nile TV International.
You're welcome anytime.
Sir, what about the security measures taken by the ministry in order to secure the voting stations?
Actually, the first day of the runoff voting process is characterized by calmness and well organization. And actually, there is a full-scale presence of police forces supported by the army to provide security for the voting process, and also to be sure and to ensure that no one is intimidated and everybody has feel free to go in and cast their voting in and to practice their constitutional right. In certain places, Ministry of Interior strengthened the security measures, like in Sinai Governorate. There is intensified security presence around the polling stations and inside the polling stations. But amidst these tightened security measures, I'd like to say that the Ministry of Interior confirms the impartiality of police forces during maintaining security in the voting process, as the role of police forces is confined to provide security. I'd like to clarify that apart from the situations that may endanger the life of those who are present in the polling stations or around the polling stations, security forces act only upon the request of the judges that are responsible for supervising the voting process.
Major Ahmed, what about the facilities offered by the ministry to the old people and the disabled?
For sure, from the start of the voting process in the parliamentary voting process, the Ministry of Interior provided wheelchairs for elderly people and people of special needs.
Okay. Sir, is there an emergency room to follow up the violent acts or clashes?
Yes, for sure, there is a central room in the Ministry of Interior, and it is linked to other rooms in the police departments all over the Republic. And also, I'd like to say that police forces on a high alert and the full readiness for responding to any kind of violations or disturbances may be caused by law violators. We will respond strongly to those violators. And also, I'd like to differentiate between the administrative violations and the strong violations that I was talking about, like the situations that may endanger the people who are present in the polling stations. That administrative violations are reported to the higher commission of the electoral process through the judges that is responsible for the electoral process, and upon the request of the judges, the forces may interfere.
Finally, sir, any violations committed so far or any complaints received till now?
For today, not yet. There is no any recorded violations recorded by the Ministry of Interior.
Okay, thank you so much, Major Ahmed, for joining us on Nile TV International.
You're welcome anytime.
Yasmin, as you see, that is the latest concerning the security measures taken by the Ministry of Interior. Yasmin, back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Basma Taha, Nile International's correspondent, who is currently at the Interior Ministry for your updates. Russian President Vladimir Putin